next week we're having a Ninja Turtle birthday party. So I'm also an awesome mom. But what we're going to be talking about is the marketing automation capabilities specifically for Microsoft Dynamics CRM. So Quick Dimensions is email marketing, marketing automation. So it's an add-on piece that sits right on Microsoft Dynamics, and it allows you to do all these things. So you'll be able to send out trackable email campaigns to your leads, your contacts, your accounts, or your marketing lists in CRM. With that, you're going to be able to see the individual interactions. So you'll know which of your contacts, your students, your customers are clicking on what links in your email. You know, what led them to your website. We have full web tracking. So you simply put your web tracking script on your website and you'll be able to see each and every visit, every page view, down to how many seconds someone was on a specific page. So it's very, very granular. If you think about Google Analytics, our web tracking is a bit different because instead of just being able to see the demographic information about what's happening on your website, because this is in CRM, we're identifying actual leads and contacts so you can see the specific person. So we just give you that extra level of tracking, which is valuable from, of course, marketing perspective, but also from a sales perspective. And I'm a salesperson. So when I go in to show you a demo, I'll really kind of hone in on some of the ways that I use Quick Dimensions every day. I mean, we eat our own dog food. We're power users of Quick Dimensions internally. I can show you some really cool stuff. Now, lead scoring, nurture marketing, awesome tools for modern marketers today. You can score every prospect, every anonymous visitor, all of the customers, everyone in your system. We give them a score so you can better have salespeople better managing their time. You know which leads to go after instead of the ones that are, you know, the sleepy leads, we call them. Nurture marketing. Everyone mentioned nurture marketing today. Awesome stats on nurture and how it can better your organization, and the web components that we offer, forms, surveys, and landing pages. You can create these things, these web pieces, right inside Dynamics, and you can embed them on your websites, tracking all the conversions right into your CRM database. Some of the other features we won't really have a chance to talk about today. I don't have 2 hours, and I could talk about this topic for 24 hours. Luckily, Robin gave me 30 minutes. But social discovery. So you can actually take someone's email address in CRM, and you can do a query and find out if they have LinkedIn profiles, you know, what social networks that email address is tied to. Event management. Our tool within Dynamics CRM allows you to connect to GoToWebinar, WebEx, and Eventbrite. We've got automatic integrations. If you're using any of those platforms and Dynamics CRM, it's a huge bonus. If you're not, you should be. Because you can see all the event participants, all the event data. We go right into their application. We bring all the data into CRM. You don't have to be working in 2 separate applications. And then text messaging. You have a need to text your leads, contacts, accounts, or marketing lists in your CRM. With CRM and Quick Dimensions, you can send them individually in bulk or even through a workflow process. So I spent way too much time on that slide, and I do promise to get into a live environment, but I love this slide just to set things up because it explains what so many marketers are telling us today. They're using a bunch of different systems, creating major data silos. So they're probably using CRM to manage all their customer information, their marketing list. They're using a different tool for email marketing. And that tool maybe has an overlap because a lot of email marketing and marketing automation solutions have a slight overlap. It's not a native integration, but it may be a connector. A lot of applications being used for surveys, think surveys like Qualtrics, forms, website analytics, 100 gazillion different social tools out there. But you've got data in all these different applications, nothing's talking to one another. So what Quick Dimensions does is it actually brings all of the data and functionality from a marketing perspective into your CRM, which allows you to really get the data to do whatever you want it to do. I don't think they talk much about the power of dynamic CRM, but you can create business processes, you can report on any of the data in CRM, you can create marketing lists based on basically any criteria in CRM for very segmented list management. So the application itself is built in Microsoft Azure. It connects to websites, which is the tracking script. We send out emails through our service, which is Azure Send, and all that data comes back right into your CRM environment. Again, so you can really get it to do what you ask it to. And especially for the high volume senders, this out of the way, emails through our service. So you don't have to worry about the bulk emails going out through your exchange, getting blacklisted, any of that. And every one of those emails will be branded to your organization. You can set up a CNAME. So from an email marketing perspective, everything's 100% branded to you. So who's sick of seeing slides? Okay, I'm going to jump into Dynamic CRM, which is the course what Quick Dimensions is built on. And when you open up just the main navigation area here, you'll see we add this marketing component right in the main navigation, where you can utilize all the email marketing functionality right in CRM. Not just email marketing, but of course web analytics. I'll show you some of our web data coming in, forms, surveys, and landing page capabilities. It's all really here in one spot. So again, you can send your bulk emails to leads, contacts, accounts, or marketing lists, and you can segment your data based on any of the criteria that lives in CRM. So from an email creation perspective, you're going to be able to create templates, full HTML templates, right inside Dynamic CRM. And for the sake of time, I just brought up a couple of these. If you're not an HTML guru, or you have marketers who aren't HTML gurus, they want to use a drag and drop experience, that's what this is. Now we're right inside CRM. You can drag and drop to create, choose your layout, any combination of body and columns you want, drag and drop the content. Maybe you want to put social sharing links in here so your recipients can share the email out with Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+. This is sort of the foolproof way of creating emails. Oh, let me come back here. One other important feature here. Within this environment, everything's mobile responsive. So, Daryl talked about the importance of everything being mobile responsive. That's automatically built into this environment. You'll notice that some of these images are being squished, so it looks really nice on a mobile device. You don't really have to think about it to build a mobile responsive template. So, I guess I should show you, before I move on from the templates here, everyone in Canada is talking about the Canadian anti-spam laws. I know this is really important for any organization sending commercial electronic messages from Canada. And even U.S. companies or companies out of the country are sending to Canada. This still applies. With our solution, you're always going to have the ability to give your recipients the ability to globally unsubscribe. So it checks the do not allow local email field in a contact. Even if you try to send to them, you'll always be protected. You're not going to be spamming people. We'll always exclude them from the send. But probably most importantly, everyone's talking about permission-based marketing. You want to send people what they want to get. You want to give them the ability to say, instead of just globally opting out, I don't want to get Quick Dimensions newsletters, but they have some really cool events. I'm going to subscribe to just that list. So you build these lists. They map to your marketing list in the back end. So as your recipients are, changing their preferences, your CRM is being updated with the preference, date and time stamp. Of course, that's important with CASA laws. But you're always, the best part is from a marketing perspective, it's all happening behind the scenes. It's all automatic. You don't have to worry about having someone do that for you manually every month when you're going to send your newsletters. So permission-based marketing, great tool for CASA compliance. So from a reporting perspective, all that data also lives in CRM. So just, I guess, one step back. We're in CRM. This is the setup page for all of your emails where you give it a subject line, attaching a template, and you put all the properties in here, including your marketing list, and this is your send button. So we have never left your CRM environment. We're not moving to an application at any point in this demo. Before you send the email out, you can do things like split testing. Split testing lets you test two different versions of an email at the sample size. So you can do things like change the subject line of your strategy B. I always give the example, we'll send our December newsletter, Quick Dimensions December newsletter, and then maybe the version B, strategy B, we want to say happy holidays and see what version gives us the best open rate, the best click rate. Basically, you're able to just change the subject line, the properties on the email. Maybe you want to test an entirely different template. That's perfect. Then you just drag and drop to choose your sample size, so you can automatically send the winning version after 6 hours or 1 day, whatever length of time you feel appropriate. The winning version is automatically going to be sent to the majority of your marketing list. So all very automated, all within CRM. From a reporting perspective, this is our live production environment. So here's our February newsletter. Shows you template we sent out. We've got the overall performance reports. You can see click rates and open rates, all of that in CRM. Click reports, take that a step further so you can actually see every link in the template and by unique clicks and total clicks, how many clicks on each link. And you can go into any of these, and so we'll go to maybe our most popular link here, and it will show you a sub-report of the specific contacts in your database who clicked on that link. And you can always go into any contact record right from here. So this is bringing me to contact record in CRM. One of the great things about this is, marketing loves those aggregate reports, right? They want to see all the stats. They want to see, how overall this email performed. But your salespeople are going to be looking for the nitty-gritty. They're going to be wondering, not just this email, but every email that Mark has sent. What they interacted with, what they clicked on. This is an individual look at this specific contact. Everything that how he's interacted with all the newsletters. The new release notifications, everything that we're sending. Just a sneak peek, I'm going to talk a little about web analytics. Right, you can also see individually how many visits to the website this person's had. Right down to how many pages he looked at, how long in seconds he was on a particular page. So a lot of detail there. But before I move off into web analytics land, I'm going to talk about nurture. So, I guess we're talking conceptually about nurture, but I'll show you an actual tool that allows you to create a campaign right within CRM. And I know we have some Click Dimensions users in the house here. So we have a huge release coming around this. This is the way our nurture works today. It's great. It's pretty much everything a marketer can want today. But we're beefing this up so you're going to be able to take hundreds of paths within the same campaign. It's going to check conditions in CRM along the way. We're really excited about that. But what we have here is a nurture builder. Where you can use any of these tasks as part of the campaign. You can say, well, first, think of this, you have a marketing list. Maybe a marketing list of people who came to this event. And we're going to start nurturing you guys out. We won't do this, but maybe you want to send them the first email. Thanks for coming to the event. Who's the best speaker? Jesse, or Jesse? Do you hear that, Jeff?
I'm thinking right now, actually.
So after the first email, then of course this looks up to the templates and CRM. You set the properties, all that good stuff. And we can stick a wait condition and say, after 5 days or weeks or months, however you want to set this up, we'll say 2 days. Then we can ask questions like, have they clicked on the link that we wanted them to bring us to the website, the landing page that we wanted them to? If yes, let's assign this to Rob so he can give him a call. Maybe we want to set a CRM workflow to give this person a task so we can actually, from a sales management perspective, see how our reps are, who's following up with these leads. Maybe we want to send a notification email. I didn't hear that one. If no response after 2 days, maybe we want to send a second email. Try to catch attention in a different way. Put another wait condition in it. Say how they even open the email. And you can really drag this nurture on for whatever length of time you like. When you associate this to a marketing list, then everyone will get brought in at step 1 and they're essentially on autopilot. So you could have hundreds of people, thousands of people going through this nurture, really all at different phases, depending on how they're interacting. So it's very, very set it and forget it. As an organization, we use nurture successfully in a bunch of different ways. Salespeople use nurture. Our marketing team nurtures people after they've downloaded ebooks. We have a nurture for our customers, so that as soon as someone signs on, they get a series of emails in the first year, making sure they're subscribed to our blog or newsletters, getting involved with our community, and that's really helped with our customer retention. So, how are we doing on time? Do I have literally 1 minute left?
10 minutes?
10 minutes, okay. So, we'll just talk a little bit about web content and then I'll wrap everything up. Web content meaning forms, surveys, landing pages. I know that Daryl's talking about the importance of having a landing page so you can actually track the conversions. You can create those pages within CRM, embed the form created in CRM to capture the conversions and bring it into CRM. And this is just an example of maybe one of our landing pages. And I know this is old, it's not beautiful, but you'll get the idea. Landing pages are really designed to give someone information about a very specific topic and asking them to take your call to action. It shouldn't be, do this, then this, then this, then this. It should be, this is what you're here to do. Fill out the form. Give us your stuff so we can nurture you. But that's what this is. We track these pages like any other page. We'll show you who's visiting the page, who's converting, taking that call to action. This is a click to mentions form. When someone downloads this ROI quick guide, the sales teams are notified. They're pushed into nurture campaigns depending on what their status looks like in CRM. And you just, after you've created this landing page, which by the way, we use the same email, or same landing page editors that we have for email. But then you have some options. You're looking to share this landing page out with social networks. You've got your URL, and this, by the way, is branded to the user, even though it says analytics.clickdimensions, even though we host the page. It'll be your domain as the user. You can iframe this onto your website if you'd like, even. So just a really quick look at landing pages. The creation is same tools for email. That form on the landing page was also created in CRM. So one of these steps that's really important is this create new visitor as. So what happens is if someone downloads a form, what we do is we create a new leader contact in the system. That's if that email address doesn't already exist. So if they do exist, we append all the form information to the existing record. But here's your form designer. You're just basically working with a drag and drop environment to bring the fields that you want. You're asking for first name, last name, email, maybe some opt-in checkboxes. But you set the post actions so you can add them to marketing lists if they've filled this out. It's a drag and drop environment. Form comes in, notify people, set your follow-up tasks. And then you have the same embed options. So you can embed this right into your landing page with an iframe. You have a widget code, and you also have a link to access the form. But the great thing is, all the automation is happening, but you also have full visibility in CRM. So posted forms, this is showing me this is my selfish view here. And you don't really look at all active posted forms unless I'm showing a demo. I just, from a sales perspective, want to see my forms that are coming in, contacts tied to me. But here, everyone filling out, we use tons of forms. We have demo requests, we have ebooks, contact us form. I can go into any of these. Rick Sato in the building over here, he just filled out a contact us so I could show him the demo. Shows who he is in CRM, he already existed, so we just sent the posted form to his record. It shows me everything that he typed into the form. We've got form reports if you want to just see in a nice Excel report, everyone who's ever filled out a contact us. Right in CRM for you. And I kind of skipped over web analytics. But this is one of the best sales tools within the product. You actually have full visibility into everyone hitting your website. So what happens is with that tracking script, we cookie the browser for all of the anonymous visitors coming in. We store them in CRM in a section called Anonymous Visitor. We track every single visit, every single page view. You can see geographically where they're coming in from. We just don't know who they are yet. Eventually, the idea is your content is awesome. Someone's going to eventually fill out a form or click on a link in one of our emails. And that's when we convert that anonymous visitor to a leader contact. We deactivate this old record, and we'll push all that old browsing history into the new leader contact so nothing is ever lost. So you've always got a full 360-degree view of what this person's been doing since day one, since before we even knew who they were. And then just going back into CRM here, I can look at all active visits coming in. There's a few ways you can see this, but I always just show visits because it's a little bit of everything. You'll be able to see in real time, and remember this is connected to the ClickDimensions website, all of the companies coming in. Some of these people, we know who they are. They're identified leads and contacts in the system. They filled out a form or clicked on a link previously. That's how we append that visit information to the record, showing us where they're coming in from. If they're direct traffic, you see that over here. Some of them, they were coming from an email campaign, refer type of the email. You see duration, lead score, how many pages they looked at on each visit. And this is all in real time. You can see people on our site at this exact time. And we're CRM junkies here. I always tell people this. So for me, this is all raw data, and it's really how you use it, right? So from a sales perspective, I always want to see my contacts that are hitting the site in the last 30 days. I don't need to see everything, right? Marketers always want to see things like, what visits are coming from social sites. All that data comes in CRM, and now we're just using the power of dynamics to put this in a more consumable view. You want to see the visits in the top 5. Most of our visits are coming from Daily Motion, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TCO's Twitter. If I want to go in and see specifically what the lead, analyze these by lead score, whatever I'm after, you can certainly do that. We bring in so much information at the visit level that you can really create queries and see this however you need to. I had someone approach me earlier about seeing visits from ads. It's another thing because we can track the parameter on the URL. Right within this visit record, you can see things like this. We do a lot of ads. You can see visits from Bing ads the last 30 days. And I love this view too because Bing lets us capture all these keywords. So you can see sometimes people typing in things like cat jokes and landing on Click to Mention's websites. But there's just a lot of visibility into where your visits came from, and that allows you to put it in dashboards, views, and just use all the native features and dynamics. Now I know everyone's looking at me like time's up, so I always stop here because there's just a lot more that this comes along with Click to Mentions and of course Dynamic CRM. So feel free to approach me afterwards if you want to hear more, or reach out to Rob and the team at CRM Dynamics.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for coming, everybody. I hope you saw sort of what we're all about as a company. So we're known as the company that helps companies sell. We do it through CRM.